As you can see, we are watching a very fascinating process here. And frankly, I feel so blessed and honored to be here because this is one of the wells that Dr. Rose talked about that is being provided to the local villages by Bangla Hope. Bangla Hope wants to do everything possible to improve the standard of living, the lifestyle, the comfort, improve the life of the villages in this neighborhood. And so these well drillers have been retained by Bangla Hope to put down this well. It's the best we understand at this time. They're down about 70 feet. They've put together 1.5-inch pipe. And as you observed, a very unique process. This one gentleman has his hand on top of that pipe to retain suction so that they can bring up more water as they go deeper and deeper. And they've used that bamboo pole, and we're observing right now how that pole is flexing because they're having to raise so much weight in the pipe that continues to drill the well. And it's estimated the well is going to be about 150 feet deep. And guess what? A well like this can be available for $150 to $200. Man, good water for that kind of price. That is almost the water of life. So thanks to Bangla Hope for what they're doing for this village. Let me just give you a little look-see at the rest of this village, which is the village next door to Bangla Hope. And on my right here is a building that is constructed in a typical fashion of most of the structures in the villages in this region. You see, they've woven together the sticks and the weeds even, and a bit of bamboo, and then they plaster it with mud. And what is such an impression to me is that all of that mud represents hands full of mud that some dedicated patient person has worked up to add to the wall, and they let it dry layer by layer until it forms a secure dwelling place for the people. And it's the same kind of a place where the cows over on this side can have also a place to be cared for. A little farther on here, as we pass some of these buildings that are all constructed, they look like stucco really when they finish them in the fashion of this one over here. We're going to come to a building now that's built in a more modern fashion of brick. Lots of brick produced here in Bangladesh. In fact, when we were coming out of Dhaka the other day, we were impressed with the forest of brick kilns, these great smokestacks where they continued to produce brick. And I see the brick here. I'm sure this brick has been brought in here from some distant brick kiln because it's not immediately available right here in this area. But I've been impressed by the fact that on each brick there is an initial, as this case is, or a number that indicates the company that produced this brick. But then there's going to be this new dwelling house here that I think the villagers are really going to appreciate. And they'll look out their new windows and right across this little lake here, and there is Bangla Hope. And certainly the Ministry of Bangla Hope does represent hope for villagers like these who are the neighbors of this fine, wonderful, God-blessed Bangla Hope ministry.